about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. They go play action with Franks. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this time for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It looks like they quit hitting this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up. They sent that play backwards.
He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Right, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. His first carry. Gets past one man. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Give left side here for Nwangu. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one's spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On second down, here's DeWangu. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to say I'm in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The Franks looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat? And
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a give running left is Nwangu. Ooh, with a juke. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Play action. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Hines. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangu. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Throwing is Stafford. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kene Nwangu. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Left to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive,
as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play until the break.
Dances by at the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 2nd down, Stockton, and he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Franks going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Franks now.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Now Franks. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 1. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossen.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Franks. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Let's go! Let's go!
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On first down, it's Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give is Nwangu. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the day. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
5 yards remain on second down. Stafford drops this off with Nwangu. Touchdown Colts. Kene Nwangu, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Franks now on 2nd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big Giants. Looking to throw. Franks. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. The Giants will again come to the line here and try for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Nwangu. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
126 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Another run now for Nwangu. Oh, what a juke into space. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Stafford. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu. 40 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll run on first down. Stockton, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And it is starting to appear, thankfully for them, that this is the week they're going to put it all together and end that long losing streak. They're not home yet, but in control in the fourth quarter. And some space here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down now, Stockton. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
92 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been two ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal conditions and handle it on game day. And others have said, find some weather, find some conditions somewhere, and try and get ready. What do you think?
Well, whatever the preparation there, the snow causing the fumble.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Now it's Nwangu.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Nwangu.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
On the run is Nwangu.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion, Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 16, Stafford, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here, you've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Stafford now to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just